The Red Cross has issued an apology after a poster that it put out there was found to be very racist. And by found to be, it was just racist. So the American Red Cross put up this poster, and it's called Be Cool, Follow the Rules. It was meant to promote pool safety, but indeed all the kids that are deemed uncool on the poster are children of color, so that was actually very uncool. And Twitter, of course, called the Red Cross out. From John Sawyer, he says, hey, at Red Cross, send a new pool poster to at Salida Rec because the current one they have with your name on it is super racist. And the Red Cross responded. They said, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We're removing this from our site immediately and are creating new materials. They also issued a more serious apology to the public, saying, we deeply apologize for any misunderstanding, as it was absolutely not our intent to offend anyone. As one of the nation's oldest and largest humanitarian organizations, we are committed to diversity and inclusion in all that we do every day. So they also announced that they are going to remove the poster from its website and from the Swim app, and they have discontinued production, and they have also requested all their partner facilities to take down the poster. But this, to me, speaks to a larger issue of how did this get made? How? Like, there are teams and teams of people that go through posters for PR, for agencies like this. I just don't understand how it got to the point. How did you not realize that the only kids you were saying were not cool, literally were saying uncool children, which is weird in and of itself to say that children are uncool because they're children and they should just be allowed to do what they want to do, except I'm hearing myself say that, and if you're breaking pool
where they
rules,
could die
right,
when
that's
they
true.
break pool rules, Grace.
Yeah, I hear you, and it's
or
actually...
when racial segregation is also not cool.
Yeah, so a number of things were not cool with this poster, but I am a little bit confused by how the Red Cross issued this poster in the first place, but I am happy that they have issued a swift apology. Hassan, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
I think this is exactly how you handle like a situation, like a controversial situation that involves race. You immediately apologize. By the way, if in fact you are like truly in the wrong, I'm saying, because there are instances where people misunderstand, or like in the case of Justin Timberlake, which I won't get into right now, but I think intention is very important.
Okay.
And I genuinely don't think anyone at Red Cross was like, I hate black people, and I will, promote my weirdly intolerant ideas on this poster for children
I agree
that promotes
with you.
pool safety. Like, it's the Red Cross. Like, they didn't do this on purpose. And you're right, it definitely goes through a lot of checks, and for some reason they missed the mark on this. But then they apologized swiftly, and I think everyone is comfortable with that.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that the intention was absolutely not to offend anybody, and I don't think that they were intentionally racist. I agree with you on that. But I think what it shows to a larger extent
because there was white kids running with the black kids that were being pointed to as like uncool as well in the top left side of the poster.
But I think that it points, the reason why it got through all the checks was that it points to a larger issue of just not being conscious of racist undertones. I think that's what it was. If they were aware of it,
that filled it in with brown for some children that happened to be uncool was thinking like,
no, I don't think they were.
Brown people are unruly. Like, I don't think that was the way. I think that, like, I wouldn't have seen this either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a racist person, but I wouldn't, if I was coloring this in and I was like, I want to make this an accurate representation of society, and by that I mean like make it as diverse as possible, because there are black people and brown people and white people that play with one another in society as children. So like, I think that's what he was thinking, and then and he just totally didn't realize that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he didn't realize how the poster could be looked at as racist, and us looking at it at first glance being like, that poster looks fine because we're both white, is another example of how we are not, our experience is not the same as people of color, where they see this poster and they're like, hey, you always look for yourself in posters, in representations in the media. You look for where you are. And a person of color would look at that poster and be like, why the fuck am I the one drowning? Like, why am I the one like causing all the trouble? And I think that the colorist...
black people can't swim, that's what.
Okay, look. Because the colorist unintentionally wasn't thinking, because they were not thinking about diverse inclusion, and that is why they were called out.
Yeah, and I think they handled it perfectly.
Yes, I think that's the positive side that we can take away from this whole story, is that the Red Cross was called out and they responded respectfully, and they took action. So We salute you, Red Cross, and make better posters next time. Hey, guys, let us know in the comment section below what you thought of this poster. Did you think it was racist? Did you think it was totally fine? Do you think you want to be an illustrator when you grow up and you could do a better job for the Red Cross? We want to hear from you.
You specifically, one person who is an illustrator.
Yes, we do. And we will see you next time on Pop Truth.